So in some examples where you don't want to record video or it's not available, you can just use some very simple solutions or ideas for just recording the audio. So one of the quickest, easiest examples is your mobile phone. It's very useful if you're just wanting to collect some simple examples of language, whether they be words, sentences, phrases, or if there's a story that a person in the community is wanting to share. The next step up from the phone as far as audio recording goes is using a software program such as Audacity, just hooking it up preferably with a microphone to your computer. So with Audacity, it's recording the sound there and then. The big advantage of using a sound editing software program is that you can come back and edit and manipulate the sound. For an example, in my language, Gamilaroi, to introduce myself, I would say Yamagara Nindali, Des Crump Naya, Marigawir, Durimbandidi. To break that down with an editing suite, because there's some sounds in Gamilaroi, like most Aboriginal languages, that we don't have in English. So Nindali, for example, has that NG sound at the start. Using an editing suite, you can chop that Nindali part out and use that as a learning tool. Nindali, Nindali. Once you've recorded all your materials, looking at transcribing it. There's some software programs around that help that. Elan and Transcriber are specifically designed for transcribing language recordings. But you may just do transcription for yourself and then incorporate that text into the final resource that you're producing as well. The other tagging or metadata information that comes in there has been developed through IATSIS. So IATSIS have a pathways website, and on that is a thesaurus which has assigned codes to all the different languages across Australia, but also the different geographical regions. And places such as State Library, other collecting institutions use those tags and coding as part of their subject descriptions. So that makes it easier to discover materials in the collection. So for example, if there was text or transcription that included Yamagara Nindali, that would be assigned the language code from IATSIS. So from memory, it's IATSIS language code D23, which is Gamilaroi, Yuwalarai languages. And then it's also given a geographical code. So that identifies that not only is it that language, but it's from this particular location. So the geographical codes match up with the 1 to 250,000 national mapping system. So those sorts of things are important, particularly for communities where they're building up their local collections and archiving it, but more importantly, they're wanting to catalogue it in a way that it's searchable and discoverable by community members when they come in.